IST's proof of concept journey kicks off with the South African participants' pre-departure brief.
Hi, my name is Bundle.
Hi, I'm Sheila.
Hi, I'm Danelle from Oudtshoorn.
Hello, my name is Sasetu Kaula.
My name is Yoliswa Reiter.
My name is Dikwanelwa.
My name is Nthabeleng Jabani.
My name is Mahau Sultan.
My name is Zamutolo Mulema.
Arriving in Livingstone, the South African participants are greeted by Youth Alive Zambia staff, Sister Nirmala and Moffat Moyo, as well as the Zambian participants.
I'm just worried to do it.
I like that say. If you are that, you are saying.
I'm Christopher from Tema, from Youth Alive Zambia.
Hello, I'm Abraham Chola Mundali.
My name's Wisdom Starry now.
Hi, my name is Nicholas Saina.
I'm Gloria Mwangalambita.
Felistas Banda.
My name is Fanuel Daliso Jack Zak Zimba.
My name is Namakao Kaluvi.
Hi there, my name is Amita Sharon.
Hi, I'm Alan. I'm from Youth Alive, Livingstone, Zambia. My week with the South Africans
began with the group orientation at the Yaz Livingstone office. Icebreakers led by Rutherford Maruta got the participants better acquainted and ready for the week's program ahead before meeting COMESA's senior trade advisor James Musonda, who gave the group an introduction to regional integration.
For the existing regional integration organizations, at what stages are they? What successes are they achieved? So I'll look at the selected regional organizations. I'll look at SADC. We're going to talk about COMESA.
After a visit to the David Livingstone Museum, the participants sat down to brainstorm ideas around regional integration for a play they would perform later that week. Ideas keep flowing.
I don't even know what SADC is or SADC does. I feel like somewhere, somehow, someone should explain.
Every other Southern African country to hear their concerns, we understand.
With the info absorbed, the script develops and the participants find their voice.
I am mother of two. These are my kids thinking about plans and SADC, the thing that I don't even understand.
For Africa to progress, we need to be rational in our thinking. And remember, emotionalism hinders objective thinking.
Word runs done, final dress rehearsal over, the participants find some downtime with a trip to Victoria Falls and catching the sunset on the banks of the Zambezi River. Then off to Maramba Cultural Village, where the group was treated to traditional dancing from an array of Zambian tribes. Show day. The participants performed their play Invisible Borders to an engaging group of learners from St. Mary's Secondary School.
That as a school we have visitors from one of our neighboring countries, South Africa.
An informative discussion about regional integration was sparked between the learners and the participants after a dynamic performance. After sad farewells between the South African and Zambian participants, the South African group embarked on a 7-hour bus trip to Lusaka. Here, they got to meet with the South African High Commissioner to Zambia.
my name is Sigose. My surname is the shortest one on the planet, MGI. I've been in Delco for the last 15 years. So if we don't learn about those things, our children are going to be confused if they get a cold shoulder here or there, not understanding, I mean, why, you know. But if you understand the historic dimensions, what happened between you, it's just like us in Zambia.
Problems going on in terms of ownership. Problems that happened to this present tenant.
Later, the group got to visit the exile home of the late ANC President Oliver Tambo with a private guide, former MK Eddie Mpokwani, sharing personal stories of the South African liberation movement in exile.
Keep it as original as possible.
Eddie leads the group to the back of the property to a hidden gate, which was used as an emergency escape route back then.
The ANC made arrangements to buy this house, this one. So that when we evacuate him from this side, we use this gate to put him there. And there was a friendly force this side. Then we evacuate him to another house that side. Then we go.
The learning journey wraps up with a visit to the memorial house of the former Zambian President Kenneth Kaunda before flying back home to South Africa.
I was only here for a period of 2 years, 12 months. So most of the sensitive meetings that led to our independence were being held here. This is where they'll hold their meetings, and afterwards that's when they'll go out there now and fight with the colonial government.
Insight Study Tour's vision is an informed society that learns from the past, plans for the future, and finds joy in the present.